going to give you a little tour of our garden here in Central Florida. We are in zone 10A on a barrier island in Central Florida. I would say, what do we focus on the most?
Edibles, you know, fruit trees, and then free plants that we find on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Fill in all that's usually ornamentals that we fill in, like bromeliads and tea
All right,
plants.
hold on. I got to stop her there. Most people are like, what are you talking about? Free plants on the side of the road. So my son and I do another series of videos called The Plant Pirates, where we go around our community on Landscape Debris Pickup Day looking for free plants in people's landscape debris piles, basically. Plants that we can plant from cuttings, like this tea plant here, or plants that already have roots on them that someone dug up and threw away and we can replant. So we've almost all of the tropical ornamentals that we're about to show you here, we got for free on the side of the road.
Yep.
But I would say our main focus is like tropical edible stuff.
Yeah, like food forest type, trying to, you know, blend it all we
And fruit trees, bananas, we have coconuts,
Yeah.
we have papayas,
are like
guavas, we have mangoes. I don't know, we have a lot of stuff.
We
So
really like bananas because they're like so rich in water, and I feel like a lot of stuff does well around them, so it almost helps not having to water stuff as much.
all right, well, let's get started right here. We have a little collection of bromeliads we popped in here, but back here is like our leafy green food forest area. You want to give everybody a rundown of what's back there?
Sure.
We're walking under our, this is a
pink
guava tree,
that we've had in the ground for probably 3.5 years.
Yeah, so only 3 years, and you can see if I step back and show you, it's already as tall as the garage here. And this is one that'll give you fruit like literally the year you can buy a little plant from Home Depot or, you know, any other nursery. It will give you fruit like the first year.
We definitely get
pot.
like mealybugs a
We
lot
do.
on it, and I think it's because it's between these two buildings.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of airflow, and now there's a big building there, so it's just
Yeah, you can
kinda
see even my soffits here get kind of, they get
mildewy.
some mildewy and they get some algae I have to power wash off every so often because there's just not a lot of airflow in here. But
Yeah.
we do have a lot of good leafy greens back in here. You want to go back there and
Yeah.
show everybody?
Teddy's climbing up the moringa trees,
Yep.
which need to be
Yeah, we need to
basically
cut
cut
'em.
right where his feet are,
Yeah.
and to make it
You
kind
can
of
see
bushier.
the moringa tree. It already has seed pods on it, and it's way up there.
Yeah.
We should probably cut that down today when we're done with this video.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
we
let's
have
go through the-
bromeliads down here. These were all that we've collected off the side of the road.
All right, leafy greens.
Leafy greens. Here is what we use a lot of. This is the Okinawan spinach. Oh no, this is the longevity spinach.
Yep.
We don't have Okinawan spinach back here right now. I want to get some back here. We have some in another spot. This is a salad tree.
It's not
Which
doing
I
great. I think
saw-
it's dead, sweetie.
I don't know. I saw leaves on it the other day, so I'm gonna leave it and see.
It's
Okay,
dead.
I found
You think?
Yeah, it's dead as can be.
Okay.
I found a
Bummer.
moringa seed pod.
Okay.
This is what they look like. They're this long, and then on the inside they have seeds. Those
So you can
seeds.
see these seeds. Go ahead and take a couple out.
And the seeds you can eat too. You can eat any part of the moringa tree, even the bark. And these work really well. This is probably the best way to plant moringa, is just by seed, because it seems to grow pretty quick.
We don't eat a lot of moringa just straight up. We put it
don't
in
stick it in our
smoothies and stuff,
smoothies.
but
Yeah, because it tastes like horseradish.
all right, what we got back there?
And then back
This
here we
thing,
have
this needs to be pruned
the
big
truck.
time.
Yep, this needs to be pruned. We need to work back in this
The
garden.
truck looks
just in
pretty bad.
general.
Usually we have berries and flowers and
Yeah,
stuff
the
on it,
berries
but
taste real
not
good.
this
I
time
think
of year,
maybe
I
this
guess.
because the house went in, we
Yeah.
lost a lot of our sun.
We did.
Like we didn't have a lot of sun because it was woods there, and then he opened it all up, made tons of sun, everything got happy, and then he put the house. So
Yeah. All right, do we have anything else?
we have like some ornamentals over there, like some tea plant and garden bouquet, plumeria, and some more longevity spinach. We have
We
right
had
here
some.
is a
We had some.
mulberry.
Yeah, this is an
The
everbearing
mulberry
mulberry.
has fruit on it.
It's not my favorite. We had some Lagos spinach in here. It pops up. It just reseeds itself, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I feel like
This
it
time of
just
year.
died back from the cold. Because I had
Stepping
some
on
even
those.
growing over there.
Yeah, more bromeliads.
This is, we need to get this growing everywhere.
Lettuce tree,
What's
right?
this called? No,
No, that's a Mexican.
Mexican sunflower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a good chop and drop nitrogen fixer. What banana is this one? Like
Blue
Canada?
I don't know.
Java?
So we have a collection of bananas. We'll be showing you lots of different bananas today. We probably have like 30 different varieties. I think these are blue Javas right here.
Yep.
This might be a Candarin or a, I don't know. These are some praying
Kokopo.
hands. Kokopo right
That's a
there.
Kokopo.
We have some praying hands along the fence here in the back.
Oh, they're doing good.
Yeah.
But let's go this way. Let's walk through this way. And this is kind of like our main garden here. This is our garden right by the front door. So we have like a lot of stuff popped in here. We have a lot of ornamentals, a lot of bromeliads.
Milkweed.
We let the milkweed pop through. We also let pentas and vincas pop through. They kind of just self-seed themselves. We're in the winter right now. So there's, I mean, we have a penta right here, I see. And here's a buttercup, a Cuban buttercup, but I don't see a lot of the.
Miracle fruit tree
Vincas.
is here.
Yeah, we have a miracle.
This is
So the
cool.
miracle fruit is almost ever bearing. We got our last fruit on it about a month ago, after Christmas, maybe.
We don't
in
get a lot of
January.
fruit. It's just like one here and there, but
Yeah.
it could use more sun, I suppose.
Yeah.
This lemongrass here just started blooming. Sometimes you can get little plants attached to those blooms
See the seeds right
to,
here starting to form.
replant more. This was sold to us as a Grand Nain banana, but I think Grand Nain bananas are taller. So
I haven't gotten bananas off of it.
yeah,
all right,
we
I'll
got
just do the
bananas
run
once.
through real quick because she's going to mention all the bananas. So we'll just go real quick. We have the Mysores. This is a patch of Mysores right here. I think these are more
These
blue
are ice
Javas.
cream.
No,
They're
ice
ice cream banana. I think they're the same thing. These are Mona Lisas. We actually have. This is a great variety. These give us bananas. These from pup to fruit are probably like 10 months. Or pup to flower are 10 months. This is a really quick variety.
is.
First one we got bananas on.
Yeah, we have this giant one right here are the praying hands. We have some dwarf Cavendish right there and some dwarf Orinoco right there. And then we have a whole bunch of stuff popped in under all this. You know, we have the ornamentals like the tea plants and stuff. We have a couple, this is a, I forget which kind of star
That's
fruit
the
this
carry
is.
Arkin.
It's an
Arkin
Arkin,
star
okay,
fruit.
right there. It would probably like a little more sun than it's getting. Same with these pineapples.
This is the low variety of galangal ginger. This is blooming. This pretty the coral bush, coral tree.
And you can see we have pineapples popped in everywhere. We just pop them in the landscape everywhere, basically. So we have, I mean, there's just pineapples everywhere. We have them all over the yard and stuff.
Yeah. Last year was our pineapple year. I guess we're getting a year off. We only have one that we've seen.
Here's a white guava right behind her there. It could probably be pruned, but it's starting to. We're almost in spring here, so it'll start putting
Yeah.
off new leaves.
And
Same with like these our African blue basil here. It's kind of slow in the winter. I just pruned it some, and we just planted a couple new ones. This is one you have to plant from cuttings. It's a sterile plant, but it is one of the best things we have to attract pollinators to the garden,
Yeah.
for sure.
Let's see. We have this Meyer lemon. The
The
improved Meyer
improved
lemon.
lemon.
I think we
Has
have some
flowers
fruit on
all
it.
over it.
Some fruit right down here. This is everbearing. This has fruit all the time.
Yes.
I mean, it flowers and fruits all year long.
Seems like it. We might have like 3 months off.
Yeah. We have more pineapples here. We do like to companion plant the pineapples and bananas. It seems to help the pineapples a lot. It probably detracts from the bananas growth a little bit, but it helps the pineapples a lot.
Yeah.
Because the bananas roots are real watery and, they hold a lot of fluid. So.
Yeah, definitely. And then right here we have the this is another star.
Yeah, Shri
fruit.
Kembergen.
Yeah, Shri Kembangan.
This is
It's
our-
another carambola.
This is our most fruiting carambola.
Well, so far it's our biggest one.
This is a dwarf Mahoe banana that we've had in the ground
Yeah, I
for
forgot about
several
that one.
years.
Yeah.
Not really much.
Now look at
going
this
on.
bromeliad right here.
I know. We have a pop off of it.
We
We
gotta,
should move.
yeah, we gotta remove that for sure.
It's definitely happy right there.
All right, what do we have back here? We have our Cuban oregano finally came back. This is probably our most cold sensitive plant. If it gets down to like 40 or even like
36.
yeah, 37 to 40, this like almost all dies. All the bananas will last. All the bananas will survive down to freezing. Almost all this tropical stuff will, but this one,
It's
They
definitely
get
more
brown
sensitive.
spots on their leaves.
yeah, but it's looking good. Last night it got down to 47, and it didn't. You can see it. I mean, it would die instantly if it was going to have a problem.
And we have some Florida spinach mixed in here too, here and there,
Which one? Oh, yep, right in here.
which is another, leafy green that you can
You
eat.
can just eat it right off the plant.
And this is our sugar apple.
Yeah, it's not
it
looking
went
good, but,
dormant, but
yeah.
it's starting to come back again. Probably needs to be trimmed a little bit.
It's starting to put off new leaves everywhere. I just pruned all the dead stuff off of it.
And then we have our cranberry hibiscus.
Yeah,
that
do
you
we have
can
any
make
good
leaves
flowers on
and
them?
make
I see a
teas
lot
with
of.
the
I
flowers.
saw these were blooming like the other day.
Yeah,
but
or would you have any open flowers in there?
None look like it.
Okay.
I
Bummer.
trimmed it back some the other day.
Well, we have a variegated cassava here.
Yeah, this one was really
looks
cool
bad.
in the summer.
Yeah.
It was way long overdue for pulling out. But then we can replant all the stalks.
Yeah, so this one's a real easy one to root from cuttings. You can just snip it right here and stick it back in the ground, and it'll go for us.
You can cut it all into pieces and stick the whole thing in the ground.
Here's a nice milkweed flower right
that is
there. Yeah.
And then this is a pretty flower right now, the fire spike.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does look pretty right now,
And the
doesn't it?
little buttercups. We got tiny little
This
flowers
Cuban
there.
buttercup, yeah. All right, cool.
What's this guava called? The ruby,
Oh, ruby
the
red, I
red?
think. Yeah, I had it propped. It was leaning down into the pathway for a while, but it's looking good, and it's starting to put off new growth. Because, like I said, we're getting close to spring here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then we got this little bed. This is the last little bed in here
The
with the
dwarf
dwarf
Orinoco's.
Orinoco's. Here's some vincas right here.
And then this is
Beauty
beautyberry bush,
Yeah.
where we use these leaves to make a really nice insect repellent.
And look at the berries on it are just gorgeous right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
And then you can see we just pop in bromeliads and other stuff in the understory of these plants just to kind of,
That
add
croton's
some
been there
interest.
since we moved
The
here.
croton's been here, yeah.
It's going downhill.
It is, I know.
I feel like they're like short-lived for
Seems
us. They
like
just
for
get
us, yeah.
sooty and stuff, but they're so pretty.
All right, well, let's go find another area of the garden and see what else we have going on. All right, so we're kind of entering the front yard here. So you can see we wanted to do like a bed here, kind of flanking both sides of the driveway. So let's start with maybe this one.
Sure. This is doing better. This, there's not a
Yeah,
whole lot
the
of sun
Monstera,
here.
yeah.
But as this cabbage palm gets taller, this will probably start doing
We
better.
we have a huge one we'll show you guys in just a minute over in the front yard, but I think this one does need more sun. You do have some cool air plants and stuff in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one here, and then they're migrating over this way
They
because
are.
it is getting sunnier over here.
Yeah,
Mine-
we can't keep them really on this side of the tree over here because the sun in the middle of the summer just like cooks them right
I
here.
lost
so.
several of them. They just
Yeah.
got cooked. So
My favorite is probably the ball
yeah, the
when they
ionanthus.
flower.
Yeah. We got some cool air plants tucked in here. And then this bed here, I don't think we have a lot of edible stuff here. We have some sprouted coconuts. We use the coconuts as, like
Edgers.
garden bed edging, and a lot of them sprout. You'll see in just a minute here, we probably have like, 25
Yeah.
sprouted
At
coconuts
least.
around
but we'll
here.
give them to some of the neighbors, and we'll probably plant some. So
We pop in all sorts of stuff that we find everywhere.
yeah, this was a prize.
Yeah.
This one we found
So
on the
is
side of
this.
the road.
Yep.
So is this.
That's
It's very
a nice
big corn
plant.
plant.
Yep.
I've never seen another one of those.
Yeah, that is a unique one.
You can see back here, this is kind of like our potting area. Just different stuff that we haven't put in the ground yet, or experimental stuff, and then a bunch of junk. I got to clean that stuff up. But we have a whole bunch of different varieties of dragon fruit in here that need to be separated out and moved.
Uh-huh.
They're starting to run up these trees, and I didn't even mean to do that.
Yeah.
Here's a little guava
Here's
that
a
we
little-
air layered.
Yep, it's doing really well.
Yeah,
So that's a pink guava.
pink guava, yeah. So, all right, let's go over to this bed over here. We got some more killer-free plants in this bed. I mean, I got to start with this
Yeah,
this big
yeah.
agave, I guess.
I know, it's so amazing.
I mean, Teddy and I found this on the side of the road. It was
Like
crazy.
It was almost this height.
Yeah.
Size
It was
also.
all like bent and like bad looking, and when we planted it, it like got filled up with air and perfected.
You
again.
can see
I mean, you
it's-
can still
it
see
shoots
some
off-
of the scars from it.
It shoots off these little pups like constantly. I've gotten so many of them. I have some in pots over there that have gotten bigger. We've transplanted. I mean, I've probably gotten like 40 pups off of that plant. It's crazy.
Really cool plant.
There's
Got
a
a
pretty
really cool flower
yeah.
right
There's a
here.
bromeliad flower here. Watch out. Let me show the whole plant. Watch out.
Yeah.
So here's the flower, and it's not on this showy one here. It's coming off of this green one.
It's actually coming off of this back one and shooting that way.
We find that we get prettier flowers from not as pretty bromeliads.
Yeah,
But
it's
the pretty bromeliads don't give quite as showy flowers.
Yeah.
But they're pretty year round.
so we have like, you know, we layer stuff. We have the lower plants like these bromeliads here, and then we've popped in some tea plants, and then back here it gets taller. This ginger will get to be like 7 foot tall
Yeah,
in this
7, 8
area.
feet tall, but we'll
Here.
have to really work on keeping that tight and small.
Yeah.
And then we have some other stuff behind it there.
Yeah, so we'll walk through here. We have an Auntie Lou tea plant here. We have this other little special tea plant in here. I forget the name of it.
Aunt Carol or something?
So I don't know, but it's a little rare one. We have that planted in 2 places.
Yeah.
We have this purple
We should
spiky
probably-
bromeliad.
Yeah, one of my
back in here.
favorites.
It probably needs to be
needs to be-
moved because it's
yeah.
being.
It was awesome when
the
you first
Dracaena
planted
really
it.
should go behind it, and it should be in the
Yeah.
front here.
This thing really likes to take over too. It's so showy. The
Yeah,
Auntie
the Auntie
Lou.
Lou.
This was a finger lime, and it died, and all that growth shot back up. But we're not sure if that growth is from.
I don't think it's a
we think
finger
this was a
lime.
grafted plant, and we think this growth is from the rootstock.
Yeah.
We're
It
not sure.
definitely is
so.
because the finger lime had really small
Oh, it
needle-like
did, yeah.
leaves on it.
It had like the oak tree leaves almost, elongated live oak leaves.
Yeah.
But we have a whole bunch of
These are Mysore bananas on this side that we replanted. What's this, a Candarin?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
This is the candle.
Yeah, this is the Candarin. This is some pretty.
All right, Teddy, watch out, kiddo.
We have some pretty yellow milkweed,
Yep.
porterweed.
And this is the zigzag plant right here, I think.
Where's the-
Devil's backbone.
Yes,
Yep,
devil's
that's one,
backbone.
yep.
Good one, Ted.
And this is another area that needs to be cleaned up back behind Teddy there. We just have a bunch of
We've got oyster
oyster
cages.
cages, and we have some more pots and plants. I mean, plants and pots.
Uh-huh.
Dyslexic. A plant in a pot is a plant on life support. Got to get them into the ground.
We got variegated ginger here. It's kind of filling out, and then this is an edible natal plums.
All right, watch out. Let me get around here. So we kind of broke the rule here. You can see these natal plums have real spiky, real sharp spikes on them, and we usually walk around barefoot everywhere. So we've gotten rid of almost all plants in our yard that have
Yeah.
spikes on them, all the bougainvillea and
Yeah,
everything else.
bougainvillea is the worst.
But-
It'll go through
So
a flip flop.
bad.
I had to have this one because the fruit is so good on these. They get real round red fruit. They're so good. I
Yeah.
can't believe more people
like-
don't.
They
A little
are
bit
so
bigger than
delicious.
Don't
Really,
plant
the
them.
only thing that's that maybe can turn some people off is it's a little sticky.
Yeah, it has a
latex.
latex substance in it that some
Uh-huh.
people might even be allergic to. But
So some of our coconuts here are the king coconuts and the green coconuts. That's kind of exciting. The
yeah, you can
king
see we
coconuts.
have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a lot of sprouted coconuts here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, we have tons of them. They need to be moved. We don't want the coconuts here. We don't want them to grow here. We were just using these coconuts as garden bed edging. But they've all started to sprout. And then behind the coconuts, we planted a whole bunch of these giant crinum lilies.
Yeah.
These are supposed to be the showcase plants here. That's why the coconuts got to go.
We got these from a neighbor that shared some plants with
Yeah,
us.
we did. All right, well here is this is our most magnificent monstera right here.
Look at how high it is.
Yeah, and I think it has 4 fruits on it right now. Let's see, let's go in here and look.
This
There
one's
they
even
are.
covered. I don't know if I should keep
that's
it
the
covered.
newest
I don't
one.
think I should. It doesn't look good.
That's the newest one that she just pulled the thing off of, and then this is probably the oldest one right here. None of them, these scales will start to separate, and you'll be able to peel them a little bit, peel the fruit apart a little bit when it's ready. And I mean,
Apparently it can take a year.
yeah, we've already had these on here for
6 months.
easy 6 months,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, easy.
But you can see this plant, that top leaf up there is probably 8 foot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It just keeps going up that cabbage palm there.
yeah.
super cool.
We have time off from this right now. Our
Yeah.
strawberry tree is
Yeah.
in transition.
It has like a 3-month transition,
So
I'd say.
this one usually has tons of little red fruits all over it. Maybe like
Tastes like
10
cotton
months out of the
candy.
year, but it doesn't have them right now.
No.
So, we have 2 kinds of bananas here. We have a Saba. This is like a giant variety. And we have the Thai Black right here. This one's super cool.
Super cool.
See, it's got like black skin on it.
Looks
Yeah.
happy.
It does look happy. All right.
Let's see. We have.
We got another bed right here of just ornamental stuff. I don't think there's anything edible right here, is there?
I had sweet potatoes in
the
there.
ginger might be edible.
And the spiral ginger, you can eat the little yellow parts on the flowers.
Yeah.
But that's not really edible. That's just like.
We need to do a little bit of weeding in here. Probably remulch this area. Here's
Yeah.
a pretty bromeliad flower right there.
Yeah, those are like the original bromeliads.
Oh, we have a pineapple.
Oh, we
there.
should put more pineapples in here, I guess.
It's a little shady.
It is a little shady, isn't it?
Yeah. The bromeliads do really well. The ginger, the spiral ginger
On the
looks
video.
happy.
All right, we have a little bed over here too, of just some more ornamentals. We have one banana in here, and I think we put some dragon fruit back there.
Yes.
We
it's
did.
doing
We have
actually
some
very
dragon
pretty.
fruit here. Yeah. It's doing all right. It's basically become an air plant. It has almost no attachment to the ground.
Well, it goes far up.
Does
Look,
it?
look
Yeah.
at that tiny little stalk going far
Yep,
up.
it's right in there. You can see it. So, and then here,
Soursop tree is just now starting to come back from winter.
yeah, this is the soursop.
We lost leaves last year too and kind of freaked out, thought it died, but
Oh, here's our red spineless pineapple right here.
Yeah, we only have 2 of those.
So this will shoot up a teeny little pineapple that's not edible. It's just ornamental. We have some, these are real pineapple plants right here. And then even more bromeliads and crinum
we
lilies.
have a banana over there, the 1,000 fingers.
this
Yeah.
isn't doing great. I've been putting
not.
chop and drop and everything. I feel like maybe it was planted too shallow
Maybe,
because it's like
yeah.
not looking
Oh, look, we
great.
can come back through with some more dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the spotted bromeliad right here. That is pretty.
Yeah.
Does it have any? Oh, it's got one little pup there. I like this one. We need to move this one around.
Yeah. I got some more spiral ginger popping out here
Yep.
and some shell ginger.
This is our tunnel of white bird of paradise right here on both
Gumbo
sides of the
limbos.
entrance to the driveway.
Gumbo limbos and sea grapes.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll walk around through here. We haven't really done a lot up here. We have this berm that kind of separates the neighborhood road from our front yard, and we've left it wild. I popped in a couple things right here. Teddy and I found this this beautiful plant on the side of the road.
That size too.
Yep, along with all the bromeliads and stuff. So we have a walkway that we take here to go to the beach. So we've lined it with some plants here, but we haven't really done much else.
We've got some passion vine that's coming along,
Yeah, I'm
but
not-
it needs more sun. So I think it'll start really growing once it gets up to the top here.
All right, in this area we have some, we're working on that house over there. You'll have to excuse the noise. We have some stuff in here. I have a lot of arecas in pots that I need to up pot. And we have some stuff here that needs to be potted, or that needs to be planted. These are
desert
desert
rose.
roses.
These
We have a
look
lot
really
more desert
cool.
roses.
Yeah. I want to put these in nice decorative pots and pop them in all over the garden because they're really spectacular.
Yeah, and
they
they-
look like baobab trees.
Yeah, and it takes a long time to get them to this size.
So you can see here, I've just gone through and popped bromeliads in like at the base of like all these cabbage palms, just because we find lots of bromeliads on the side of the road. Here's another one that needs to be replanted. We find lots of them though, so we just pop them in everywhere. I mean, they're just popped in pretty much everywhere, just like we do with pineapples.
And then we even have them up in
Yep. All right, over here I know I have this mango tree. This little mango tree right here. We found this on the side of the road. It had roots and it actually gave us fruit last year. It gave us it was a late season mango, and the mangoes had like kind of a gelatinous texture to
Yeah,
them.
they were like jelly, but they were delicious.
They were
Super
good.
sweet. Really
They were good.
But it did get fruit, so that was exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting. We have these philodendrons right here. We have more of them up here in the woods. This used to all be, from this live oak right here, all of this was philodendrons.
There's, like, barely a
This all
path
used
here.
to be woods right here. This lot used to be woods, and the woods came to about where they're standing right here. And we cleared it all. We put in the hedge of arecas for privacy, and you can see now our grass is just starting to grow in through here. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, it looks a lot more, there's more walking space.
we have a collection of plumeria we found in people's landscape piles. I have them in pots right now because I'm not sure what color they are. And
Or where to put them.
yeah, or where to put them. Yeah, I know. So, all right, I think that's it for the front yard here. We still have a couple more garden areas in the backyard. So let's go walk over and find something else. All right, so we're over here, like kind of on the side of our property. Where you can see we have a collection of driftwood back here. It's a mess. I need to move it. It's kind of blocking that door right there. But we've lined this pathway with just a bunch of
Random things.
random tropical ornamental stuff. We got tea plants. Got some Dracaena
We
here.
actually have a kind of
Got that
rare
black
plant,
magic.
black
Yeah, here's the
magic.
black magic tea plant. We have some shell ginger, it looks like. Some bromeliads.
We have bayonet yucca here, which
Yes,
is an edible
the bayonet
plant.
yucca. Yep, we can grow that up in the mountains, I think.
Yep, we can.
And then we have some parrot heliconia right here. They don't have any flowers on them.
They
right
did
now.
recently though. See, these
Yep,
are
there's
all.
a spent flower right there.
And then this is a tall Namwa banana.
Yeah, we have a tall Namwa. We have the Rajapuri right here. This one actually has some fruit on it right now.
Those are almost ready.
Yeah, these are almost ready. They're still a little square, but
Yeah.
they're getting there for sure. And I think I popped in a little citrus tree around here somewhere.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, a little Meyer
Little
lemon.
Meyer lemon.
You can see, like, even at this size, it will give you fruit. They're ridiculous. You'll have a giant lemon hanging off of this
Yeah.
tiny little plant. It's
Yeah,
We've
it's
got
funny.
a dragon fruit hanging out right here.
yep.
With
I
nowhere
probably
to
need
go.
to need to take this dragon fruit and train it up this tree better. Maybe we'll tie it up there or something. But this is kind of the dogs area and where I store the boat and the ladders. It's not the prettiest part of our yard. We do have one thing that's real exciting here,
Yes, we do.
though. This is the
Our
mandarin orange.
Yep.
So we planted this like 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 years ago. It wasn't teeny when we planted it. I want to say it probably was like, came up to about right there. It wasn't it wasn't like that
It
teeny
may have
little.
been even bigger because it was like, I think we spent 200 on it. It
I
was
don't know.
expensive.
There's no way we spent 200.
120?
Yeah, I bet we spent 89. We got a pretty good size one. I
They
think we
had
just
a big pot
I think
of
we
it.
just got it from Home Depot, right?
Yeah, it was just
but
a Home Depot, but it was a mandarin,
It's-
which I was excited about.
But anyways, it's been in the ground all this time and it's never flowered or done anything for us until like literally last week it started shooting off its first buds.
Yeah, there's more over here.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah. Oh man, look, these are open. They smell
Yeah.
so good too. Oh man. So we are going to get fruit on this year.
Yeah.
I am stoked about
Yeah,
that.
that's
Orange
real
juice.
exciting. I
Stoked
can't
about
even
that.
imagine. Forget orange juice. Just
No.
eat the
Yeah.
orange.
I mean, with the ones that fall.
yeah.
So when we bought the property, we had this bare brick fence. I love it. I think it's beautiful,
Yeah.
but there's just nothing planted against it. So we've left it open here so we can get the mowers and stuff through here. But I started just popping in plants here. So we have a whole bunch of, a mixture of tropical ornamentals. Oh, look at the berries on
Yeah,
that.
I would say that this brick wall like really makes the plants happy.
Yeah.
Nice and warm.
This
It probably
is.
prolongs the season slightly.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a black
Black.
Suriname cherry. I think we had another
Really
one of those
exciting.
planted up in the front garden that we didn't show. We have a smaller one by the door, the stairs going up into the garage.
And
Oh yeah, we do. I forgot
we've
about
had red ones. The red
That one
ones are
looks
good,
decent.
but I've heard the black ones get big and really good.
Yeah, the red ones are all right.
Yeah, they
I
taste
can see
tomatoey.
I can see how some people wouldn't like them. Annalisa tried to make a pie
made a
out of
pie.
them once. It was real bad.
This is a super red plantain. We haven't gotten fruit off of it yet, but
It looks happy
like
there.
we will soon.
I love that this Song of India is wrapping around it.
Yeah.
It looks super cool.
Super. I love the Song of India.
Yeah.
I feel like that adds so much color and texture.
We have more tea plants. We have like 15 to
I love
20
how tea
different
plants
varieties
just,
of tea
like,
plants.
Choose their own way to grow. Like this one's just going sideways.
There's more tea plants in here. We actually had some variegated Hawaiian shampoo ginger.
It's still alive.
Yeah, it's just dead right now because it's the middle of the
dormant
winter.
right now.
We have this red sister tea plant, and
Corn plant.
corn plant,
A little bit of plumeria in there too.
and this is the
Lacatan banana.
Lacatan. I think there's bananas up there, isn't there?
Those
There
are
it is.
really funky looking bananas.
Yeah.
They look like
That's
knives.
Lacatan. And these we got on Plant Pirates.
Yep, this is just an ornamental.
Yeah,
What is it,
like
blood banana?
I think is what it's one of the nicknames for it. They say it's an ornamental banana, but I mean, I bet it gives us bananas.
Yeah,
They might-
I bet
they
it
just
does.
might not be.
Might
like,
not be mint. I think that the bananas are real fibrous, maybe. that
Oh,
I heard.
maybe, yeah. All right, well, let's walk on through here. We're entering the backyard. You can see we back up to the Indian River Lagoon here. And we don't have a lot planted down there because it gets real windy, and also the river rises and floods our yard a lot, so it gets kind of salty down there. But we do have some stuff down there.
Coconuts do awesome.
Yeah, speaking of coconuts, they're standing right in front of this beautiful coconut, which gave us fruit for the first time this year. And it's doing great now.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of coconuts up there.
A lot of smoothies.
Oh yeah, these we could cut out right now for water. These are getting there, and then there's a smaller bunch back here that we'll have to wait on. But this is, I'm stoked about this one because
Yeah.
it's right here. We can just walk right outside and grab the coconuts real quick. So
Really close to the kitchen.
yeah,
It's great.
we got a giant crinum lily here,
This
a green
is a green
one.
crinum lily. Yep. Is this the?
It's another star fruit. I forget which variety that is.
Does it start with a K?
I don't know. It would like more sun than what it has right now.
Yeah, I feel
but
like. Oh, here's a tag. So.
what does it say?
Says carambola.
Carry. So it's a
Carry.
carry. Okay.
We have
And then
two.
here's an example of we have so many bromeliads. Here's a pile of unplanted bromeliads right here. We actually just went through and ripped out this entire bed and ripped out a whole bunch of bromeliads, and then took some bromeliads from other areas and took some other plants and spread them around. Took some of these and put them in we're constantly moving stuff around basically. So
Especially the bromeliads.
But,
they get jumbly.
this bed has, I would say this is a good example of one of our beds that has a lot of ornamentals and a lot of edible stuff in here.
Yep.
I mean, we have a lot of, bromeliads and tea plants and stuff. I just planted these two big bromeliads on the base of these cabbage palms here. But then we also have
This is yellow dragon fruit.
Yeah, we also
which
have-
is the best
Yes.
dragon fruit.
dragon. Is this yellow skin with yellow?
Yellow
Or
skin
yellow
with
skin.
with white inside.
With white inside.
Yeah,
Okay, that's the best. Yeah. What is this one up here in this cabbage
one
palm?
is red with red.
Okay,
So
and those
red
are
on
that's
the
good
outside,
too,
red
but
interior.
not quite as good as the yellow.
That's better than
the
red
good thing
white.
is that we'll probably have to, because we're beachside and pollination is an issue, but we will have to cross pollinate these flowers with the yellow flowers to get the fruit. Because Bev, the lady that I do the plant trading with, that's what she does. She has like a
Gotcha.
long pole with and then she cuts a piece of the inside of one flower and then tickles the inside of the next flower.
Interesting.
So we planted this, we have it running up these cabbage palms, and we planted this like 3 years ago. And I think this is the first year. You can see how it's getting terminal ends. It's coming out here and reaching, into the sky. It's not growing anymore. That's what's going to flower right here. And I think
pinched ends.
I think this year we will finally get fruit on this one at least.
Yes.
So this is also this bed was a mess when we started. We ripped everything out. We've kind of made it like a pineapple patch now. I mean, we have a whole bunch of pineapples in here, all over the place.
We had passion fruit vine up these trees, but it died after 3 years, which I think it does naturally. And that was a mess getting them all out of the trees. But now the dragon fruit, we had that climbing, and now it has its chance. So
We got a pink guava right in front of her right there that we just propped up.
This will do so much better with the added sun from all the stuff.
Yeah,
you trimmed out.
it was literally laying on the ground reaching for the sun this way, because this when we had the passion vine up here, it prevented all of the cabbage palm fronds from falling. So this was like just a giant jumbly mess of dead stuff up there that we
2
just
years
cut
of
out
dead
basically. And it opened up all this sunlight now. I'm so
Yeah,
stoked.
look,
you see
this
the
is
flower?
flowering.
The iris.
In the back here, we have some Okinawan. Let me see if I can hop back here. We have Okinawan spinach back here, right there. And this is a pretty plant. This is an edible leafy green, but it's just a pretty plant on its own. It's got purple and green leaves, and it's
It kind of reminds me of the Crinamori almost.
yeah, it's a
We
really
just
good one.
planted
I
this.
like eating that one.
Basil back here.
Where?
We just planted this basil.
Yep, right back
So
there.
this will help everything. We have some katuk back here also.
Where?
Right
Way
here.
back here.
Way
Yep.
back here.
This katuk actually looks a little better than the stuff
It
we had
does
in the
look
front.
better. I think that maybe it was the lack of sun that's making the katuk on the side of the house.
All right, I'm gonna climb out here. I gotta be careful. I just planted this. This was a air layer of our sugar apple.
Oh,
It's
it
doing
looks
pretty
good.
good. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. All right, so we have this little bed along the pool here. The trampoline I know is ugly, but this is a must. We had the trampoline way down there under, we'll show you under that mulberry tree in the back. But the kids,
It was messy.
yeah, it would drop leaves all the time,
Not
and the
just
kids
the
didn't.
mulberry, a strangler fig also.
Yeah, and the kids didn't ever want to clean it off to jump on it. So now we moved it up here. It's blocking this bed a little bit, but we still have some cool stuff going on
Yeah,
in
like
here.
this.
We got the lobster claw in here. We have a couple varieties of bananas. We have the Sweetheart
Yes.
right here.
Yeah.
This is one of our favorites.
It's really good.
We also have the tea plants and bromeliads. We have them everywhere. I think there's another variety. There's a Lacatan or a...
Dwarf Helena there.
Where?
And then it's
Oh,
tiny.
this teeny little
it's
one?
just a water sucker too.
Yeah, I think we might have lost that variety.
I don't know. I mean, the roots are still in there.
It's true.
Might be surprised.
And the
then
shell
we have
ginger.
Lacatan on the end.
This is a shell ginger right here. And then, oh no, there's my good knife. Let me pick that up. Let's just squeeze right through here. I'm gonna grab my knife and we'll continue this bed right here. I'm the most excited in this corner
Yeah.
about this loquat right here.
So happy.
It is so happy. Oh my gosh. We're probably gonna get fruit on this year. I mean, this thing is, look at all this growth it's put off just in the past like month right there.
Look at this lizard. Oh, he's molting.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Everything's going in transition.
And then we have more bromeliads.
There's some blooms right here.
Oh, look at those. Those are cool.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are really pretty.
I like those. Nice. Let's see. Before we go this way, I guess we'll just... Oh yeah, we have a whole bed over here that we didn't even...
Yeah, we didn't show the bananas.
let's see. Let's step back real quick. We have which banana is this?
That's the dwarf Namwa.
Dwarf
which
Namwa?
Is like so fat and stout. It's a really good one.
It is. And then we have the apple banana with the fruit on it up here.
And the rhino.
I never cut the flower off of this.
Looks pretty like that.
It looks happy though. Man, that's a huge variety of banana.
So
Look at it.
cool.
It's like 20 feet
I'm gonna
tall.
move that
It's
one.
like the praying hands.
Man. And then rhino horn banana right here. And then next to it we have this chili pepper tea plant. This is one of my favorite tea plants.
Cool.
Needs to be pruned. It's starting to reach out here a little bit, but I like to group the tea plants and the dracaenas together because they just have different colors and textures, and the way they reach out like that is super cool.
Yeah,
It
they
is
can like
super cool.
do like spirals and stuff.
Let's
And
see,
I
we
love-
have
This is such a nice.
our green
plant.
tea plant. Yeah, watch out. Let me
It's
get
our
in
first
here.
one.
The ones you don't
is
really
beautiful.
see very often.
Yeah, so I guess in Hawaii, this is like one of the most popular varieties, but here in Florida, you usually see the red sister here. This is what almost everybody has. And I can see why. This is a beautiful one. I like it. Adds a lot of color in the garden.
And this is such a nice thick banana.
All right, and then we have this is the
This is chaya.
the chaya, and you can see it's starting to flower up here. It gets like white flowers, right?
Yep. And the swallowtail butterflies are always on it, and you do have to boil this leaf. Before
you can eat
eating
it. Yeah, you can eat
So
it.
it'd be more of a cooked spinach.
Yeah. But you can see, look at all the leaves on it, and it's
Yeah.
real prolific. I'm actually
yeah.
surprised. I guess it found a little spot of full sun here. I mean,
Uh-huh.
this is a full sun plant that's we
Yeah.
have planted kind
It
of in the
just took
shade here,
off.
but I mean, look at it. It's
We
doing
literally
great.
planted
Flowering
like
up there.
a sprig of it in
Yeah.
there a year ago. And
Yeah.
look, it's like a tree now.
All right, I'm going to step back here. Teddy is up in one of our gumbo limbos here. And these are such a cool native tree. Look, I mean, the bark on them so cool.
They also called tourist.
Yeah, they're called, the nickname for them is the tourist tree because they have this peeling skin like tourists and sunburns. But they're beautiful. I think they have berries on them right now. They do.
Yep.
And the wildlife just love these berries. The
Especially
birds, the
squirrels,
squirrels. Oh my
A
gosh.
lot of
They protect the
I'm
mango.
pretty sure I've seen them in raccoon poop.
Or dragonflies hang out in it
Yep,
too.
they do.
They help the mangoes. They help the mangoes. The squirrels go after these instead of the mangoes.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think they
There's
do.
they could
prefer
either
these.
it could be either that we're feeding the squirrels enough berries from the gumbo limbos that they're not eating my mangoes, or we're just attracting them to the mango tree. I'm not sure.
But we had
The
pretty
verdict's
good
out
luck
on that.
last year with our mangoes not getting too badly eaten.
All right, we have this giant staghorn fern here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's attached to the tree.
Yeah, you could just
can
like
see.
pluck these off and give them to people.
Yeah, you can see how it's attached right here. And it goes all the way around. This thing is huge.
So happy.
It is so happy.
We've never done a thing to it.
No. Super cool. So yeah, you can pull this off if you get a little bit of roots with it and baby it and have a new plant. Some people cut out sections like a piece of pie even
Yeah.
and cut out like a whole.
I did that here and it definitely like hurt
It does seem
a little
like it
bit.
did, yeah.
So,
Okay, cool.
but it's
All right.
coming back.
Well, now that we're under here, we'll look at our two mango trees because they're starting to flower.
Yeah.
We're getting to the
Hard to
season.
tell if we'll get fruit this year, but
Yeah, these are kind of alternating. They alternate years. They fruit on alternate years, but there's flowers all over it. I mean, we get flowers every year. We don't necessarily get a big load of fruit every
we
year.
think it's because of the size of them. They're so big.
But there's two of them here. No, I don't know what the varieties are. They were here when we bought the property, and they are loaded with flowers.
This is a Hayden and this is a Tommy.
Could
but
be, yes.
we're
Hayden
not
and
sure.
Tommy, yeah. You can see they're huge. They could probably stand to be pruned. But we get, on a good year, we get tons and tons of mangoes off of them.
Probably
Just
200.
tons and tons of them. So, all right, well, here we are down by the river.
Do we have any coconuts down
Like
here?
I said, yeah, we don't have a lot planted down here, but this is where our coconut grove is. Oh, we got some big bunches up here.
Oh, whoa.
I was like, I don't really.
Look up here.
But yeah.
So
Those
some of
been up
these
there a
some of
while.
these haven't fruited yet. I'm not sure we've gotten fruit from any of these yet
No,
in this corner.
These over here we have.
But we've gotten some. You can see there's some up there. Oh, there's a
yeah.
ton up there. And then look at this one.
Don't walk underneath them.
We got to come down here and cut some of these out. So some of these bigger ones in the back are brown, and we'll be able to get the meat out of them. But these are water coconuts up here.
They might be on the verge. They're a little yellow.
Right up here?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they start turning yellow, that means that they're not as good for water.
Yeah.
You want green ones, the fresh, new ones.
Yep, and then that's it. We're down at the water's edge. So sometimes the river will get so high that it will flood to the 3-board fence here or even up further. So a lot of the stuff down here has to be salt tolerant. In fact, right here behind Teddy, this is a mangrove growing in the middle of our lawn. And mangroves are usually a plant that grow like at the water's, like half in the water, half out of the water. So that just goes to show you how high the water table is
I mean, our
on
feet are
our
getting
property.
wet walking.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it's spongy
Yeah.
right now because it just rained. So, all right, well, let's. We have another. What are you pointing at over there?
The dwarf coconut over here.
Yeah,
has
we have
fruit in it.
another. Yeah, so this coconut tree on the corner of our property, the last owner said has been there for 25 years, and that's it's as big as it is. I mean, like you can see these right here, are huge. We planted these right here. This row right here, they're already 20 feet tall. We planted those like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And but this one right here is a great variety because it's easy
Yeah.
to harvest the coconuts.
And it gives you, it gives you the leaf, the mass like privacy or whatever, lower. So you can mix it with tall ones,
Yeah.
and then you have leaves going all the way up. But I'm trying to get more of them. I've been putting those
At the base?
at the base,
Yeah.
'cause just like what we have up front, in hopes that they'll, with the wet ground, give us some sprouts.
All right, cool. I think we have maybe one more area. We'll walk up there, and I know there's a couple more things I want to show, so we'll walk over there. All right, so we're over here by the kids' play area. We have a couple coconut palms that we've planted in this corner here that are being shaded out by this giant strangler fig. But Annalisa is walking under our giant mulberry tree, which just came to life in the last 2 weeks.
Man. Yeah,
This
it
was a
like
dead tree.
when we
Yeah. And now it's full of leaves, and you can see it has,
all over it.
yeah, it's got little green mulberries all over it.
Which are their flowers.
Yeah.
They are?
These are their flowers. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
See, they have little stamens.
Yeah.
and you
Oh,
can just
there's
see
a
they're
few
like,
ones
they're
over
they're
there.
literally all over here. And every year we get loads and loads of mulberries off of
Probably
this tree.
a month or two. Probably 6 weeks.
And this is one of the few things we have growing in our yard here in Central Florida that we can also grow on top of our mountain
Yep.
in North Georgia.
We
So,
actually just planted one.
yeah. Oh my gosh, it is
Fall.
just loaded with them. Look at them all.
Yeah, and I've seen some ripe ones on the ground.
You have?
Yeah, the other day.
They must be coming
like
from-
right here.
They must be
That-
coming
that's
from the
kind of
top
ripe.
of the tree way
Yeah.
up
Where
there.
it's real sunny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't
Oh,
really
there's
see.
a pink one.
You see one close?
Oh yeah,
pink
there's
one.
a pink one.
Yep, right there. Yep. All right, cool. So we probably got another 2 weeks on this, and then it will be, we probably have 3 or 4 weeks of picking, right? I mean, they
This
just,
is an interesting gumbo limbo too. It's totally different than the other
Yeah.
ones we have.
like
Just like
poles.
multiple trunks.
doesn't look great.
It doesn't, but I'm hoping with the extra sun we have now that it'll start filling out more.
All right, we have a giant avocado tree right here. This is the kind of avocado, they're the large kind. I think it might be a choquette. Huge tree. I guess it could probably stand to be pruned too, but it does pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Gives us fruit every year.
Actually, it looks really good this year. It's really full of leaves.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we skipped over our African blue basil.
Oh yes, we did. We stopped at the low spot.
So this is our best example of an African blue basil. This is one of the only ones we have that we haven't had to replant. It just keeps going and going. And you can see all the bees on it. This is why we have this planted in our
Yeah, and
garden.
it has like double the amount in the mornings.
Oh yeah, I mean the bees just love this plant.
I will say that it is starting to get a little woody.
Yeah.
Woodier
I mean,
than
I
it
prune
has
it
been.
some. Oh man, the bees just love it. There's bees everywhere on this thing.
It's huge. It's a huge.
It is.
It's amazing that it started with just like one little sprig in the
There's a tea
ground.
plant that was eaten.
Yeah, there's plants inside.
Yeah,
of
we
there
had
that
some
have been-
plants in here. This
the
is our
pineapple.
orange bird of paradise. It's kind of done flowering now, but it was beautiful
Yeah,
for a couple
in the
months.
Summer,
Yeah.
Usually all summer long we get blooms on it. Which is nice.
All right. Well, I know we have a couple things over here. We have one banana right here. This is a mystery variety. We don't know what it is, but it has fruit on it right now.
I think it is a Rajapuri.
Okay.
Comment down below if you know what it is.
It's a little. It's a little shorter than or a little taller than our other Rajapuris.
It is,
But it could be that it just has more sun here
Uh-huh.
in the afternoon.
So we have a goldfinger banana back there
We
that we're
do.
still waiting on.
Yep, this one right in here. We have a papaya back in there too.
Our
I'll
only
get to it.
papaya.
Yeah.
We had more papayas, but
There's
they
some aloe, a couple different varieties of aloe. More of our areca hedge here. We did the hedge down the whole property to block this house out here. The arecas will eventually block it out for
look
us.
at this Song of India. It's gotten huge.
Yeah.
That's just the regular.
Yeah,
green
most people plant the variegated variety. We rarely find this variety, but I like it. Same with
Yeah.
this. I love this button ginger here.
Yeah.
It's
So,
happy here.
so these flowers usually shoot out smaller flowers that you can eat. Oh, there's one starting right there. You can eat them. They taste like lemon drops.
Oh, they're so good.
They are so
There's
good.
Nothing that can fill you up, but.
You know.
And then we have all these tall Orinoco bananas.
Yep, all the bananas here. I think. Oh, I was gonna say I think we have one that was ready to harvest, and there it is, laying on the ground. So this was a small little rack of bananas, but these are definitely ready to
Yeah.
take.
They're square, but that's just how this variety.
Yeah, we eat these as plantains. We eat them as green bananas. We cut them up.
24 of them though.
Nice.
There's still 24. And I still think they taste good as regular bananas too.
Yeah.
They're a little more mild than a regular. They're not as sweet.
All right, we got a couple. Here's the entrance to our pool area here. So I'll just sweep through here real quick. You know, with just the ornamental plants that we have planted. Again, more tea plants and bromeliads.
And a corn plant.
Popped in some pineapples here. We do have a big tall corn plant. Goes way up there.
There's the papaya back there.
Here's the papaya. It has flowers on it. I think it would like a little more sun.
Yeah.
It's a red lady papaya.
And it's already bending and they're susceptible to breakage.
We
So,
have this beautiful bromeliad here. I need to plant more stuff to kind of block out the pool equipment here.
I'll just plant that other one right there.
Yeah, but yes, this one has a pup right here. We could move it.
It is a little spiky.
It is
on
spiky.
this
It's
corner.
taken over our walkway here. And some more bromeliads in here.
Pineapple.
All right, but we're getting to our favorite banana.
Oh yeah.
Which one is this?
This is the dwarf Brazilian.
Yeah, and look at
I would
that.
say it is just about ready to pick.
It is, and look at that rack. It's huge. There's a ton of bananas. There's got to be, 90 bananas on there. 100, yeah.
The hands are so big, they have bananas shooting off in either direction.
Yep.
Like,
That's our favorite banana.
It always is big. Too.
Always big bunches. It's always putting off big, nice, healthy offshoots. It's just like the one I pointed out in the front. From like pup to flower is like 9 months or 10 months. It's just like such a great variety of
I
banana.
don't feel like we really do a lot of extra stuff for
No,
it.
we don't.
We do some chop and drop. I mean, there's some in there, but
Yeah.
it's all basically dissolved at this point. So it's just kind of holding its own.
And it's a good size too. It's not too tall, not too small.
Yeah.
Just
awesome.
great. So, all right, I think this is one of the last areas in our garden. This used to be, kind of still is, our little bromeliad nursery. We just pop plants in here when we don't know what to do with them, and then we'll come back and move them later. But this area is actually turning out to be real pretty.
Yeah, I love the gumbo limbos here.
Just keep walking through here. I want to show like the,
that's my favorite variety.
I mean, we just have a whole bunch of different,
Here. Oh yeah.
of different tea plants and bromeliads. What are you guys pointing
This
at?
big giant elephant ear was such a showpiece last summer. We need to like
Yeah.
chop it back
It's
and
looking
get it
bad.
to
It's not looking
rejuvenate.
good. It's
'Cause-
flowering.
yeah,
Yeah.
Which tea plant is this?
that is.
I forget the variety of
That's
this.
not the chili
Wow, this
pepper.
is a bushy tea
Grilled
plant.
here.
It is.
This is Red Sister.
Oh, you know what though, Teddy? Our favorite tea plant's right up
Yes,
here.
I know.
Where is it?
I know.
It's right here.
Pink diamonds, right?
Yes, pink diamond.
Whoa, what's going on with this green
I saw that.
tea plant?
It doesn't look happy. All right, this is what we're coming to look at though. Yeah, this is our favorite one.
You
The
should
whole
move
collection.
it into a better place.
I had one planted up front along the driveway, but I ran it over.
We
So
have
this
it
is-
in a pot. You put it in a pot. It's still alive.
Are you sure?
Yep, I saw it the other day.
Sweet.
Oh man, so, and then, oh, here's another rack of bananas that just fell over right here. Some more.
That is nice.
So we got to cut this plant out. We got to cut this banana and that other banana out and chop and drop them.
Yeah.
And probably cut this one that's leaning too towards that house because it's just
Yeah.
going to crush
It's
the
got
fence.
bananas
and-
on it though.
Does it?
So maybe
Yeah,
just let it sit.
I'm going to cut that out, I think. All right, well, we're coming around. We come through this little tunnel here. And we are back in our front garden. And I think that's everything. Yeah, we are back. So we don't have a lot of stuff that's fruiting right now because we're
Nope.
kind of in the winter
Yeah.
still. We did have the coconuts, and of course we always have our leafy greens back here, but we don't have a lot of stuff with fruit on it right now.
Here's our other black Suriname cherry that you were talking about earlier. Still looks good. But yeah, we don't have just bananas basically.
All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you have any questions or comments about any of the plants we showed you here today, just post down below. If you think we're missing some plants, we might have skipped over some, but I think we showed I mean, I can't think of any edible stuff we didn't show. There could be, I don't know. Anyways, if you can think of stuff that we should plant that we didn't show, post down below. We're in zone 10A. We're pretty tropical here.
We're all organic.
We can grow, yes, we do everything organic, but we're pretty tropical here, so we can grow pretty much like any jackfruit, you know, I mean, we can grow most of the tropical stuff. We don't have jackfruit, we don't have,
Sprouted some from seed up front.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
expired.
But anyways, if you can think of something we don't have, just post it down below. Until next time, everybody out there, take care.
Bye.